Orange Man's new flag-burning executive order draws rare ire from conservatives. This is garbage. What this is about is the double standards. Either we can burn all flags or we can't burn any. So what this basically was is Orange Man made it like was up to a year in prison or something for burning the American flag. And now you got all of these idiots trying to argue, oh, but my free speech. Okay, so I should be allowed to burn a transformer flag then, right? Free speech, right? No, if I did that, I get charged with a hate crime. And yet it's okay to burn the flag of the country I live in? No, it has to be one or the other. Either you can't burn any or you can burn them all. Because we've already had selective free speech for years, and it's not working out. So I actually support this because there's only two ways to fix this problem. Either you make it impossible to charge someone with a crime for burning anyone else's flag, or you charge people with a crime for burning yours. And if this is the one they've chosen, so be it. Because you know what? Let's use some of their own talking points against them now that they're so mad. Well, I never feel the need to burn any flags. Look, I have gone my entire life, decades long, without burning any flags. This doesn't affect me. Why is it so hard to just not burn flags? I don't think they like it when we use their own BS against them. Conservatives split over Orange Man's Monday executive order cracking down on flag burning and threatening up to a year in prison for violators. Some right-wing pundits saw the Orange Man's action as an unconstitutional move, while other conservatives argued the president's action was properly tailored to protect free speech. Yeah, let me just put it this way. If you think it's unconstitutional, then you need to go after all the times the left have criminally charged people for like hate speech, for burning rainbow flags. No, man, this needs to be consistent. While I agree with the sentiment, it's unfortunately a well-settled constitutional law that burning the flag is a matter of free speech and executive order does not get to create crimes. No, you already created the crimes by not considering it a free speech issue when people ostensibly on your side were being criminally charged for burning rainbow flags or putting skid marks on rainbow crosswalks. Meanwhile, Fox News host and former Justice Department official Mark Levin argued that the order didn't run counter to the U.S. Supreme Court decisions permitting the flag to be burned. Unsurprisingly, most of the media jumped the gun with their favorite Never Trumpers, among others, joined the chorus, accusing the Orange Man of lawlessness, etc. Orange Man's executive order on flag burning is replete with qualifiers that strip it of any discernible meaning, added Ed Whelan, the Ethics and Public Policy Center's Antonin Scalia chair in Constitutional Studies. To the fullest extent possible sounds aggressive, but actually means within the bounds permitted by law. So it's really just for show in that case. Yeah, they're pretty much saying it's, this is just a strongly worded warning more than anything. The order authorized Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute those who desecrate the Stars and Stripes only when the action involves the commission of other federal crimes and provided the suspect's First Amendment rights are not affected. Good. Do the same thing with the rainbow flags. In fact, you should make hate crimes illegal. Like, the whole concept of that is just a fucking joke. This may include, but not limited to, violent crimes. Oh, God. See, yeah, this is where I break rank with Orange Man. They fucking kept hate crimes on the list. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about the Republicans, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory and being controlled opposition. The only thing they conserve is the status quo. That's it. Once the status quo moves further left, they then conserve that. Illegal discrimination against American citizens or other violations of American civil rights and crimes against property and the peace, are, as well as conspiracy or attempts to violate, and aiding and abetting the others to violate such laws. It also delegates state and local cases involving flag desecration to those authorities. Not all members of the MAGA camp were convinced of the order's lawfulness. I would never in a million years harm the American flag, but a president telling me I can't has come as close as I'll ever be to lighting one on fire. Well, okay, you're such a tough guy. Why don't you go light a transformer flag on fire? Show how brave you are. Oh, I'm a free American citizen. If I feel like torching one, I will. This is garbage. Yeah, no, do that with a transformer flag. Go ahead. You're talking a lot of shit. Flag burning is vile, but the government has no right to control speech or expression, said radio pundit Dana Lash. Wait a minute. So remember, like, whenever we argue that censorship is against free speech and it's bad, they always say, well, porn isn't speech. Well, guess what? Burning flags ain't speech either, then, bitch. Two Supreme Court cases, Texas versus Johnson and the U.S. versus Eichmann the following year, ruled that the American flag was constitutionally protected act of free speech. Late conservative Justice Antonin Scalia sided both times with the 5-4 majority in those opinions. If it were up to me, Scalia later said in the Texas v. Johnson ruling at the current year -10 event, I would have put in jail every sandal-wearing, scruffy, bearded weirdo who burns the American flag, but I am not king. Yeah, and they got rid of you anyway, man. Vice President Vance responded to the controversy Tuesday morning. Few things Vance posted. One, Antonin Scalia was a great Supreme Court justice, genuinely kind of decent person. And two, the president's executive order consistent with Texas v. Johnson. And three, Texas v. Johnson was wrong and William Rehnquist was right. The Rehnquist was serving as the High Court's Chief Justice at the time and was in the minority on the Texas v. Johnson decision. Man, if only we could have Rehnquist back. I mean, I'd gladly trade John Roberts for him again. The American flag then then throughout more than 200 years of our history has come to be a visible symbol embodying our nation. It does not represent the views of any particular political party. It does not represent any particular political philosophy. The flag is not simply another idea or point of view competing for recognition in a marketplace of ideas. The justice went on. Millions of Americans regard it with the most almost mystical reverence, regardless of what sort of social, political, philosophical beliefs they might have. I cannot agree with the First Amendment invalidates the act of Congress and the laws of 48 of 50 states, which make criminal the public burning of the flag. Orange Man echoed the sentiment in his remarks to reporters in the Oval Office Monday. When you burn the American flag, it incites riots, he argued, having first floated the action following the destructive riots earlier this summer in L.A., during which the U.S. flags were burned. And it was by Mexican illegal immigrants. Like, okay, send them back to Mexico then. Seems like an easy solution if they don't like America.